What a good day, Miss Moira. My name is Ginger Kita, together with my co-members discussing the study about use of N-Alkanes to estimate intake and digestibility by beef steers. This is the introduction of the study. This study evaluates the use of N-Alkanes as internal markers for estimating feed intake and digestibility in grazing ruminants. These indigestible plant compounds, predominantly odd chain, can be combined with orally dosed even change in alkanes to estimate feed intake. However, research on N-alkanes as internal markers in beef cattle is limited. The study aims to evaluate the use of N-alkanes estimating the MI and digestibility of forages.
Hello, my name is April C. Counselor. So the next is the materials and method. The study involved feeding two types of sun-cured hay, alfalfa or fescue and alfalfa mix 1:1 hay to beef steers. The animals were randomly allotted to two diets and feed equal amounts of hay in the morning. Hay intake per animals was measured from 6 to 12 days, and hay samples were taken for chemical analysis every day.
I am Quinime Kalamba and I am discussing the continuation of the materials and methods of the study. The research was conducted under an animal care and use protocol approved by the Virginia Tech Animal Care and Use Committee. Hay samples were ground without drying, while feces samples freeze-dried and ground before alkane analysis. Alkenes were extracted from ground hay and fecal samples using methods described by Maes et al. 1986 with minor modifications.
My name is Mark Janem Salim. All sample we are analyzed for DM as SCP in DF and EDF in vitro. DM digestibility was determined in high sample.
So hi ma'am, my name is Tanjarad Esquinisala. Feed intake was calculated from the dose rate of C-alkane and the herbids and fecal concentration of adjacent pod and even chain length alkanes. Dry matter digestibility was calculated using C31 or C33 alkanes. The study aimed to determine the digestibility of hay and feces in beef steers and compare it with in vitro digestibility measurement.
I am Katria Palmieri discussing the result. The study found that the alfalfa hay has higher growth protein and lower nitrogen dioxide than fescue alfalfa mixed hay. The concentration of N-alkanes varies with hay type, with alfalfa having a 19% higher C31 amount but a 47% lower C33. Drying method affects N-alkane concentration in feeding phases.
I am Michael Binorji Gillian, and this is the conclusion of the study. The techniques of the extraruminal controlled release captures seems to be a feasible and accurate method of dosing C32 alkynes and estimated the amount of the feed that beef cattle consume.
I am DJ Lubanag and I am discussing the continuation of the conclusion of the study. The study findings indicates that alkane C33-C32 ratio can be used to accurately estimate the amount of feed that beef cattle consume. As a result, ruminant feed intake can also be estimated using C-alkanes.